I'm going to introduce our new dean, Dr. Gupta, who joined our program last fall. He's the dean of the Seidenberg School of Computer Science and Information Systems, and he has a couple of remarks that he would like to make with respect to the program. Dr. Gupta.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm really delighted you could all join us this morning. Again, my congratulations to everybody who's graduating. Congratulations also to the families who I know how much sacrifice they've had to make. Having a family member who's both working as well as studying at the same time is the worst of both worlds in a sense. You hardly see each other as a family. So again, putting up with that. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the NACTEL board for having the vision to carve this program in the first place. It's an alliance among companies which are otherwise competing with each other in many respects. The fact that you've been able to work together, the fact that you've been able to gain new ideas, it's really a reflection of the collaboration which is needed in an industry like this in order for us to move forward both nationally and internationally. We at Seidenberg here are very fortunate that you chose us to be the place to conduct this program. We are always looking for ideas where we can do more things with you together. At different levels, at the associate levels, at the bachelor's level, at the master's level, at the doctoral level. And we actually have people from telecommunication industry who have participated in all our different programs, so we'd like to extend it in any which way we can. We'd also like to work with you to think of new areas where we should be working together. A long time ago when I was, this was in the 70s and 80s, there was a center which was set up by AT&T at that time, which was right adjoining MIT, which used to train about 1,000 employees of AT&T in these new technologies. And there was a lot of competition because two MIT colleagues of mine, they actually started that program. They were using MIT students to run the program, and MIT was not making any money out of it, so it was all going to these private hands. Here we have tried to do it in a university environment. We have had faculty and students work together. We have had interactions with you. So the new areas that we are trying to develop, and several of them I think should be of great interest to you. One is the area of cybersecurity. Because you've been so successful, because mobile technology has been so successful, we also have the issues come up of all kinds of cybersecurity for individuals, for companies, for countries. And my vision for cybersecurity is this is an area which cannot be tackled by anybody alone. We really need to work together as a group. And the group needs to involve industry, it needs to involve government, it needs to involve academia. And only by working together we can make any impact in this area. And it's going to affect us, all of us. We may think we are not affected. Nobody is immune from this any longer in any sense of the word. So just as one time when payphones were being ripped apart and people were making free calls, and they used to be contests at MIT, I remember, where a person would say, I talked to the Secretary of State for 5 minutes, and another said, I win the contest because I talked to the Pope for 10 minutes. So, and that's how AT&T went ahead and hired all these people to find new ways. We think in universities we have a number of people who would like to break into any system. So again, thinking of new ways how we can protect ourselves is really the way to go. So that's an area where I'd like you to consider whether we can work anything together. Another area which I think is of growing importance is the notion of healthcare. We have a population which is aging, we are living longer. As we are living longer, we need more support. And we have retired employees, current employees, their families. And I believe telemedicine will be the next trillion-dollar industry. And telemedicine is going to use communications, it's going to use video communications, it's going to use telephone communications, it's going to use all kinds of mechanisms. And again, you can think of it as being a new area of revenues for you, or you can think of it also as a way to cut down your own costs by making your employees be able to access physicians any time of the day or night, anywhere in the country, and by that being able to leverage it. So again, that's again an area where we'd like to work with you, offer new programs, new courses, new educational material. And the third area which I'd like to propose is the notion of distributed teams. People working in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, how they can work together. Again, what is the role of technology? What is the role of the telecommunication carrier? And finally is the area of education. How do you take these new technologies and impart education and well, not to hundreds of people, but to thousands and tens of thousands of people, or hundreds of thousands of people. So these are the 4 new strategic initiatives that we have formulated at our school since the time I've joined in August. We have had interest from a number of organizations, but these are really single organizations. We'd like to see whether the consortium model that you have for NACTEL can be used to meet some of these needs of the companies that you represent. And also I'd like to say that at the time when you started NACTEL, we were focusing on one core sector of the economy, which was a very important sector of the economy. Now, as things have broadened, as telecommunications are affecting people's lives in different ways, does this consortium need to be broadened? Do you want to take people in healthcare? Do you want to take people in cybersecurity to be part of your consortium, for example? So those are some things which I'd like you to consider. And my colleagues here, Nancy's here, and David is here, and Ward is here, and others are here. They'll be very delighted to talk with any one of you in person about these ideas, and feel free to reach out to me also. I love to interact with people, and as I tell people, and I'm not joking when I say that my claim to fame is not what I did, it's the people around me who did all the work. I just got to take the claim or share the benefit from it. And again, I'd like you all to succeed. That's really our mission. And the same thing goes for the people who are here today, who are graduating, and the next generation which is coming up. I wish you the very best as you enter new professions, new endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Susan Cannell, and she's the Executive Director of NACTEL, and she's going to do a quick introduction. And you might have noticed there's some food here, and we are giving thought to having some. So, Susan, you're between them and lunch.
It's a real pleasure to represent NACTEL. This is a coalition of both labor organizations and employers, now 15 years old, which is remarkable in internet and online time. It's a pleasure to represent them today, and we've been meeting here in New York yesterday and today. Today the members include AT&T, CenturyLink Communications, CWA, the Communication Workers of America, Frontier Communications, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW, and Verizon. It's quite a coalition representing several million workers when you put them all together. Number one, I want to give a sincere thank you to Pace University, and that's all of Pace, starting with the dean, who's been very gracious, and we're really intrigued by your vision. Then faculty, student services. I wish we could have a hidden mic in some of our meetings, because routinely the board talks about, recognizes, appreciates the level of quality, student service, level of curriculum development that comes from the university. And finally, most important, graduates. Congratulations to all of you, your families. You're really what it's all about for us. And your accomplishment, and I mean this sincerely, and I think I speak for the whole board when I say this, your accomplishment in getting these degrees, achieving this, makes us all stronger in all kinds of ways. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, Susan. Let's eat. How's that sound? I'm hungry, and I imagine the rest of you are as well. So please, they're serving on both sides. We'll take a few minutes for you to gather your food and come back to your tables, and then we will continue the program while you're eating. So please, don't be shy. Okay, you're not shy. Go for it.